time he's going to turn to the crowd and ask him, are you not entertained? Austin Reaves getting the opportunity to put everything on full display.
Throws it up and kisses it off the window. Three-point opportunity.
Swing pass. Austin Reaves just attacks.
What if the Lakers' secret weapon wasn't LeBron or Luka, but an undrafted guard who's quietly becoming a star? From an afterthought to a key contributor for the Los Angeles Lakers, Austin Reaves' rise has been unreal. Now, analysts like Stephen A. Smith are calling him the best third option in the NBA. But is that just hype? Or is Reaves actually outplaying guys like Bradley Beal and Paul George? Today, we're breaking down his game, his fit with LeBron and Luka, and whether he's truly the league's elite third star. Let's dive in.
Austin Reaves, you can make a legitimate argument right now that Austin Reaves is the best third option in the entire NBA.
Austin Reaves' rise from a small-town Arkansas kid to one of the Lakers' most trusted weapons is the kind of story Hollywood would call too unlikely. Born in Newark, Arkansas, a town with fewer than 1,200 residents, Reaves wasn't a five-star recruit, didn't have blue blood offers, and wasn't seen as a future NBA star. He started his college career at Wichita State before transferring to Oklahoma, where he quietly developed into one of the most skilled guards in the nation. Still, after going undrafted in the 2021 NBA draft, Reaves didn't just have a chip on his shoulder, he had something to prove to the entire league. The Lakers took a chance on him, offering him a two-way contract. It didn't take long for him to realize he was no ordinary rookie. Reaves made an immediate impression with his IQ, fearlessness, and knack for big moments. His breakout came in April of his rookie season, when he dropped a jaw-dropping 31-point triple-double against the Denver Nuggets, including a game winner, becoming the first Lakers rookie to post a triple-double since Magic Johnson. That was just the beginning. Fast forward to today, and Reaves is putting up 20.2 points and 5.8 assists per game on efficient shooting splits. But those numbers only tell part of the story. Reaves elevates when the lights shine brightest. In games without LeBron James on the floor, Reaves averages 28.6 points, 8.4 assists, and 6.8 rebounds while shooting 49% from the field and 44% from three. That's not just role player production. That's star production. And it's not just regular season fluff either. Reaves was a breakout performer during the 2023 NBA playoffs, averaging 16.9 points, 4.6 assists, and 4.4 rebounds, often taken over down the stretch. His 35-point game against the Magic last season put him in elite Lakers company, joining only Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, and LeBron James in putting up 35-5-5 while shooting over 60% from the field. Make no mistake, Reaves isn't just a feel-good story. He's not just hustle and heart. He's a legitimate NBA weapon, and the Lakers treat him like one now. In fact, when it's winning time, Reaves often has the ball in his hands. That's how much trust he's earned.
No seconds, out to Reaves, three-pointer, bang! Reaves gives him a three-point lead with 9/10 of a second remaining, and the Lakers survive in overtime. What a finish here in Dallas.
And I thought he got fouled, too.
When you hear names like Bradley Beal, Paul George, and Jrue Holiday, you're likely thinking All-Stars, Olympians, and perennial 20-point scorers. So to put Austin Reaves in that same conversation as potentially the best third option in the NBA might sound crazy until you actually break it down. Let's start with efficiency. Reaves flirts with the elite 50-40-90 club, currently shooting around 46% from the field, 37% from three, and 88% from the free throw line. These aren't just solid stats, they're elite. especially considering he often shares the floor with usage-heavy stars like LeBron James and Luka Dončić. Among all players who average over 15 points per game, Reaves ranks top 10 in true shooting percentage. That's right, he's more efficient than some stars with double his usage rate. As a ball handler, he ranks in the 95th percentile in pick-and-roll efficiency, according to Synergy Sports, and averages 5.8 assists to just 2.4 turnovers. That's better assist-to-turnover efficiency than players like Jalen Brunson, James Harden, and even Jrue Holiday. In other words, Reaves isn't just a scorer. He's a true secondary playmaker who can run the offense when needed. Then there's the contract. At $14 million per year, Reaves might be the most valuable contract in the NBA relative to production. Compare that to Bradley Beal's $50 million cap hit or Paul George's $45 million, and you realize the Lakers are getting borderline all-star production for the price of a mid-level exception. That kind of value is rare in a league where cap space is king. Defensively, Reaves isn't known as a lockdown guy, but he's far from a liability. After a rough start earlier in his career, Reaves has quietly improved into the 76th percentile in defensive impact this season, per B-Ball Index. He competes, rotates smartly, and holds his own on switches, a huge deal in postseason matchups. Critics argue that his lower usage rate and lack of highlight reel moments disqualify him from best third option talk. But the numbers tell a different story. When LeBron or AD sit, Reaves doesn't just hold the fort. He thrives, posting star-level numbers and often taking over games down the stretch. So, while names like Beal and George might come with more accolades, Reaves brings efficiency, playmaking, defensive growth, and elite value all in one package. And in today's NBA, where depth and versatility are everything, that might make him the most complete third option in the league.
You think Austin Reaves is better than Bradley Beal?
Let me be very clear. I think if you're trying to win a championship, I would rather have as my third guy Austin Reaves and the things he does than Bradley Beal if my top two guys are those guys.
We felt like there was a specific thing that we could do, that we could get good offense out of our action. And he manipulated that really well, got us, back in the game. The flow in the offense got back. He's a guy that has thrust and a pace to his offensive game in the half court. We need that. And then he was just fantastic in the second half. But
one of the biggest reasons Austin Reaves is thriving, and why his value might even be higher than his numbers suggest, is how perfectly he complements stars like LeBron James and Luka Dončić. As JJ Redick recently pointed out on his podcast, Reaves is uniquely valuable because he doesn't need the ball to be effective, but he's dangerous enough with it that defenses can't ignore him. In a typical postseason, teams are forced to assign their best defenders to LeBron and Luka, leaving Reaves matched up against a weaker wing or guard. For most players, that's just a footnote, but for Reaves, it's a green light. He hunts down those matchups with purpose, whether it's catching a swing pass and attacking a closeout or taking a switch into the post. He's especially deadly in the mid-range, where his footwork, pump fakes, and body control mimic that of a seasoned vet. Take a recent possession against Miami. Reaves found himself switched onto all-star big man Bam Adebayo, and instead of passing it up or resetting, he calmly sized him up, jab-stepped, pivoted, and drained a tough fadeaway. That play didn't just wow the crowd, it showed that Reaves isn't afraid of the moment, even against elite defenders. The Lakers have leaned into his confidence by designing lineups around his versatility. Their most lethal configuration, LeBron, Luka, Reaves, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes, is essentially a modern death lineup. It sacrifices traditional size, but maximizes switchability, spacing, and pace. Reaves thrives in this setup because he can do a little bit of everything. Initiate offense, run secondary pick and rolls, space the floor, or cut off the ball when Luka draws help. Jackson Hayes' rise as a rim-running lob threat has also unlocked more for Reaves. With defenders pulled toward the arc to contain Luka and LeBron, Reaves can use his savvy to slip pocket passes or float lobs, keeping the defense off balance at all times. And on the other end, this unit's starting to click defensively. In a recent win over Dallas, they rotated seamlessly on 3 straight possessions, blowing up a Kyrie Irving-led fast break that ended with a highlight reel transition dunk off our Reaves outlet pass. This kind of chemistry, spacing, and intelligence isn't easy to find, but Reaves has become the glue, the connector that makes it all work. Looking ahead, the most exciting part about Austin Reaves is that he's just getting started. At 25 years old, he's entering his prime with a skill set that's still evolving. While he's already one of the most efficient guards in the league, there's clear upside in 2 key areas: defensive consistency and primary playmaking responsibility. Defensively, Reaves has made notable strides, but he's not a finished product. He sometimes struggles against quicker guards or bigger wings on switches, but his IQ, effort, and footwork are trending up. With added strength and more reps guarding top-tier talent, there's a legitimate path for Reaves to become a plus defender at both guard spots, especially in high-leverage playoff settings. Offensively, he's shown flashes of being more than just a secondary creator. With LeBron entering the twilight of his career, the Lakers will eventually need someone to take on more of the lead guard duties, and Reaves is quietly positioning himself to be that guy. His handle's tight, his pick-and-roll reads are sharp, and he's developing that deceptive change of pace that great guards like Luka and Harden have mastered. If he keeps building on this foundation, tightening the defense, increasing his playmaking volume, and continuing to hit big shots, Reaves could evolve from elite role player to all-star caliber guard. We might soon be talking about him not as LeBron's sidekick or the Lakers' third option, but as a franchise pillar in his own right. So, is Austin Reaves the NBA's best third option? For my money, yes. He's efficient, clutch, and the perfect fit next to NBA superstars. But what do you think? Drop a comment, smash the like button, and subscribe for more NBA breakdowns.